out more about the woman killed in the car crash that Vicar Billy caused. Susan Barlow's name has come up on tonight's Coronation Street as being linked to the car crash caused by Vicar Billy Mayhew in his youth, after Todd employed a private investigator to look into the circumstances surrounding the smash-up. It wasn't long before the results came through, and there was a big surprise in store for Billy's boyfriend. As fans saw, it was Susan who died in the collision, but who exactly was she? For Corrie fans unaware of Susan's backstory, she was the twin sister of Peter Barlow and born in 1965 to parents Val and Ken Barlow. Following their mom's death in 1971, both Susan and Peter were sent off to Glasgow to live with Val's parents and only made sporadic appearances in Weatherfield for the next decade. When Susan, Wendy Jane Walker, returned on a seemingly permanent basis in 1985, it wasn't long before she'd caught the attention of Ken's bitter enemy Mike Baldwin. In the face of Ken's objections, Susan married Mike in 1986, though the marriage ultimately proved to be short-lived. By 1987, Susan was pregnant with Mike's baby, but decided to have a termination because she was no longer in love with him. After telling Mike that she'd had a miscarriage, the candy factory owner saw through Susan's lies and revealed that he knew she'd had an abortion. The confrontation resulted in Susan's departure from Weatherfield, but what she hadn't confessed was that she hadn't had a termination at all, her and Mike's son, Adam, being born in 1988. Susan's final appearance came in 2001, now played by Joanna Foster, when Peter let slip that Susan had never aborted Mike's baby. After introducing Adam to the family, Susan decided to flee once again in order to escape Mike's demands to see his son. One fateful car crash later and Susan had met her maker. Though as we know, Adam survived the collision, and that was the end of Susan, until we fast forward to 2017 and discover that Billy was the one who inadvertently brought about her demise. You can watch a 60-second rundown of all this week's drama on Coronation Street below, and visit our dedicated Coronation Street page for all the latest news, interviews and spoilers.